Beautiful day in Chicago. I'm about 3 blocks away from 26th Street, heading up to Pulaski right now on my way to the gym. Fuck Brandon Negro Johnson and fuck Porky Pritzker. That's right. All you illegal shitbags, immigration is here, and it's fucking beautiful. That's what I voted for. It's, if you're offended, I don't give a shit. You know what's offensive? Every other continent and every country that resides in those continents sending all of their worthless detriments to society to America. You got assholes like this that don't fucking stop to take advantage of this country. And then, you know, you got shit like this here. Fuck guys. Fucking retards. They said they write fuck guys on a Mexican building that they're supposedly protesting and supporting. These people are fucking retarded. But yeah. Immigration is here and it's wonderful. Okay? The people who are really offended are the taxpayers of America, the born citizens of America. Okay, I pay $892 a month in child support. If I had to pay more, I would pay more, and I wouldn't complain. Those children are my responsibility. I make $18 an hour. Okay? 40 to 45 hours a week, downtown Chicago. So you already know the taxes are fucking trash because of the Negro in office. And that's exactly what he is, a thieving Negro. And I get $269 a month in food stamps because I actually need it. I actually work for it. So if when November rolls around and I don't get it because of the shutdown, I'm not going to complain. You know why? Because I work for a living. Because it's a bonus. I'm lucky to have it. Okay, I'll figure out a way to get an extra shift, budget a little better, whatever. Meanwhile, you got illegals right here, driving Cadillacs, doing all this bullshit, gangbanging, killing kids, raping kids, and you fucking cocksuckers want to advocate protest for these scum fucks. When the parents decide to send over a 5-year-old child, a 2-year-old child with a fucking cartel coyote who's doing unholy bullshit to those children along the way, quarter of those children don't even make it, they die along the way. That's what you're protesting for? Oh. That ain't for me, cuz. I don't know what that is. That's what you're protesting for? I'm going to start protesting that anyone who advocates for child rapists, sex trafficking murderers are to be unforgiven. Because next to speaking blasphemy against the Holy Spirit, it is an unforgivable sin when you defile innocence, and every child is innocent. You think a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old picks up a handgun knowingly, willingly? They're taught that shit. And they're taught young because they're sponges and they don't know anything else. And it's the saddest part of humanity, is taking advantage of children. And that's what 65 to 70% of these illegal fucking cock-sucking assholes do when they cross the border, when they cross onto American soil. So I don't care if it's 8-year-old Jose or 88-year-old Jose. They're all criminals. Unfortunately, like I said, the children don't understand. They don't know. So it's not a question of when, because all of them are going to go. And we got to ask the CIA and the FBI what the real question is. Where's 330,000 kids? Because next to the drug cartels, the biggest business in the world is child sex trafficking, unfortunately, and it's bullshit. And it's disgusting, and every single person involved needs to burn for eternity. And this is coming from a father. So now you assholes know. This is what you want. Remember, you asked for this. When you voted Democrat, just think back to President Trump's first term. Was any of this happening? No, because the borders were shut, secure. Everything was closed. And everything was being honored. Detainers were being honored. States weren't, brainwashed by CNN to the fullest yet. So, it is what it is when the state decides not to honor these detainers. That's why you have ICE in the streets. That's why you have immigration in the street, because a fat fucking waste of life like Pritzker and these dumb 6th grade mentality fucking Negroes that we elect as mayors. I've never voted Democrat in my life, and I grew up in a Democratic shithole. I just want to put that out there. This is what you get. They think that they're above the law. Like, Illinois is a union state. This state can be federalized overnight. That's what I don't understand. Maybe there's a little bit more to it, but the president can send the National Guard here if and or whenever the fuck he wants, under the pretenses that the state lawmakers have failed the citizens of that state. Oregon's a union state too. Look, why do you think the Supreme Court allowed that? Because it's a union state. Oregon has failed its people, and the people in Oregon are fucking retards anyway, so fuck it. People here in Chicago are fucking retards. I digress. The only thing that matters in all of this is finding and saving as many children as possible. I don't give a fuck about these grown-ups. I don't hate them. I don't wish anything bad about them, but they're old enough to make their own decisions, and they made some dumb fucking decisions. I've made mistakes, but never the same one twice. So if anybody got this far in the video and they understand, we got to save these kids. All right? Reach out to me. If we're gonna protest and organize and do anything, create something meaningful, useful, helpful, we gotta find these children and we gotta save them. That's it. Fuck the cartels, fuck the gangs, fuck the mafia. I don't give a fuck. God bless.